What's up, West Village family? I want to take just a couple of minutes of your time as we are coming to the end of the year to hit pause and take stock of where we've been, where we are, and where we are going. We're going to be starting the 2021 year with a little mini series where we're going to do a deep dive into what Jesus has been doing among us and where we see him taking us in this upcoming year. But in the meantime, I thought it would be good to have this moment together right now. What a year it has been. I think every metaphor or analogy has been used in trying to describe what 2020 has been like, but it has certainly been the most unprecedented year for all of us. And that is true for our church family as well. We've been through more together as a church family in the last 12 months than ever in the history of our church. But as I hit pause and consider all we've been through, while it has indeed been a challenging year, it has been a year that has been marked by the grace of Jesus. Church family, I want you to know something, and I don't say this with a prideful heart, but rather with a thankful heart. But we were absolutely built for this moment. God in his grace and in his kindness gave us a vision for the church long before COVID that has allowed us to not just survive, but to actually thrive over the course of the past year. I believe with all my heart, and I have said it repeatedly, that 2020 has been the best year for our church. Hard, yes, absolutely. But the fruit that Jesus has produced among us, as far as I can tell, is unrivaled next to anything we have ever seen or done. We have been galvanized in our resolve that the church isn't merely a Sunday event you attend or a building that you go to, but it is us. It is you and it is me, loving each other as family and loving those around us as though they are the lost family of God. And we have said this from the very beginning of this pandemic, that you cannot shut down Jesus's church, that he has promised that he will build it, and there isn't a pandemic in the world that can stop it. And that is what we have seen. We have seen new people and new faces. We have seen people coming to faith in Jesus. We have seen baptisms. We have launched a new digital online ministry, and it's only growing and expanding. We have seen new DNA groups launched. We have seen new community groups launched. We have been actively training more leaders this year than we have ever trained before in the history of our church. And I don't know what to say about this other than way to go, Jesus, and way to go, church. But we have never been in a more financially healthy place than we currently find ourselves in. This is hard to believe, but between the generosity of our church family and the work of Jesus among us and our reduced expenses during COVID, we were able to run a significant surplus for 2020. And at the time of recording this, we have roughly $120,000 in the bank. It's an unbelievable year, not without its challenges. But can we just hit pause and say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for your faithfulness. It's so amazing. But what is next for us? Where do we imagine that Jesus is going to take us in this upcoming year in 2021? Well, there's still so much uncertainty on the horizon. We just don't know what 2021 is going to look like for the church when it comes to government restrictions, economic realities. But here's what we do know. Our mission and our vision have not changed. We as a church exist for one reason and one reason alone. I know you know it. I know you've heard me say it so many times, so say it with me. West Village, we exist to make Jesus known. That's it. It isn't to have a big bank balance. It isn't to grow our church, but we are desperate for our city to know Jesus. And I personally believe that this current landscape we find ourselves in is ripe with opportunity for us to do this. In light of everything that has gone on this past year, people are desperate for hope. Even if they don't know it, they are desperate to hear the good news of the love and the grace of Jesus. And my prayer for our church is that 2021 would be the best year we have ever had. In fact, I believe it will be. We have plans to send out more community groups, to be on mission together. We are going to be raising up new elders. We have a church planting apprentice in our midst, and we're praying that in 2021, we would be able to prepare the soil for a future church plant. So here's my invitation. As we come to the end of the year, would you continue to be generous towards Jesus' mission and his church? And as we come to the end of the year, if you're considering making a year-end donation, would you prayerfully ask Jesus if West Village is where he would have you make that contribution? All giving can be done either by texting WVW to 84321 or visiting our church website at westvillagechurch.com/give. And any donation that is received before December 31st will be receivable in the 2020 year. Now, West Village family, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the privilege of loving and serving Jesus alongside of you. And I'm looking forward with great anticipation to what Jesus is going to do among us in this coming year. I truly believe that the best is yet to come.